Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this really gorgeous sweet corn motif. This is really easy to do, perfect if you're a beginner and you want to try out a motif pattern. This was actually a requested pattern by one of my subscribers, so here's the tutorial for you. And the reason why I made it this small is so that you can attach it to your granny squares. Let's see, here I have a traditional granny square. Okay, so if I was to attach this onto my granny square, it will be at the center, and it sort of is proportionate, and it covers the first two rows of your stitches, so right on top of your first two rows of your granny square. And if you want to attach it like this, it's perfect, and that's the reason why I made it this size. But of course you can alter the size if you want to make it slightly larger or even smaller. I'll give you suggestions when I am talking you through the tutorial. In case you want to make certain changes, like here I have made the top part of my sweet corn here a more flat appearance. Here it's more pointed, so it's totally up to you. I'll give you tips and suggestions as we go along with the tutorial in case you want to make the different changes. Okay, so if you would like to learn how to make this really cute sweet corn pattern, then please keep watching. In this tutorial, I'll be using a 4mm size crochet hook and the yarn corresponding to the size of my hook. You may use whichever crochet hook size is available to you. Just make sure that the yarn you use corresponds to your hook size. Alright, and we'll be starting with the corn first. We'll make the sweet corn and then we'll add the leaves to the motif. Okay, so to begin, first you need to make a slip knot. Okay, you may make your slip knot whichever way you prefer. Okay, and once you've made your slip knot like so, now we're ready to make our foundation chain. Okay, so for the size that I mentioned earlier, I've made a foundation chain of 7. Okay, so you need to chain 7. So to make a foundation chain, you need to make sure that your crochet hook, okay, your hook side of your hook is facing up, it's facing you like so. Okay, and then what you need to do is place your hook below your yarn like so. Alright, grab your yarn, pull your hook down, pull it down and pull it all the way through. Okay, so that right there is chain 1. Okay, so you need to make a total of 7 chains. Okay, so just repeat that. Go below your yarn, grab your yarn, pull your hook down and pull it all the way through. That's chain 2, chain 3, chain 4. Okay, so just repeat that. Chain 5, chain 6 and chain 7. Okay, so I stopped right here because this is the size that I want. If you want to make your motif a little more larger, you can go ahead and chain some more. Okay, so once you've done your foundation chain, now we're ready to begin our row 1. Okay, so for row 1, what you need to do is you need to work into the 3rd chain from your hook. Okay, so when you're counting your chains from your hook, okay, you're not going to count this loop on your hook, rather you're going to start counting from the one below. So this one right here. Okay, so this is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this chain space right here, the 3rd chain space, we are going to start working from this one. Okay, so in this chain space we are going to work 1 half double crochet. So this is a US term. Okay, in the UK this will be your half treble crochet stitch. Okay, so you're going to work 1 half double crochet here, okay, into the 3rd chain from your hook. So to make a half double crochet, all you need to do is yarn over once like so. Okay, making 1 twist of yarn on your hook. Okay, insert your hook into that chain space like so. Okay, into the 3rd chain space, grab your yarn, pull it through. Okay, so that now we have 3 loops on our hook. Right, you're going to yarn over, alright, and pull through all the 3 loops. Okay, you're just going to pull your hook through all 3 loops like so. Okay, so now that is 1 half double crochet right there. Okay, So you're going to repeat that till the end. So you're just going to make 1 half double crochet into each of these chain spaces till you reach the last one here. Okay, so you're going to repeat that. You're going to yarn over once. Okay, we just worked into this chain space, right? 1 half double crochet into this. So now we're going to work into the next chain space, so this one right here. So yarn over once and then insert your hook into the next chain space. Okay, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so making 1 half double crochet into the next chain space as well. Okay, so you're just going to repeat that till the end. So yarn over once, insert your hook into the next chain space like so, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so another half double crochet, work like that into the next chain space as well, work another half double crochet. Okay, and now I've reached my last chain space here. Okay, so I'm going to work 1 half double crochet into the last chain space as well. So I'm going to yarn over once like so, insert my hook into that last chain space, grab my yarn, pull it through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so this is how our first row will look like. So if you see very carefully, you'll have 6 half double crochet stitches. Okay, that includes the chain 2 we skipped at the beginning. Okay, we had skipped 2 chains and worked into the 3rd chain, right, when we started the row 1. So that 2 chains at the end will act as 1 half double crochet. Okay, so that will act as 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have 6 half double crochets in row 1. Okay, so this is row 1 complete, and now we'll start with row 2. So to begin row 2, you're going to start with chain 2. Okay, so you're going to just chain 2, 1 and 2. Okay, and then what you're going to do is turn your project the other way around. Okay, so that the chain 2 that we just made comes toward the right side. Okay, and we'll be working in this direction. All right, now these 2 chains that we just made, this will act as 1 half double crochet. Okay, and then what we're basically going to do in this row 2 is basically the same thing we did in the first row as well. We'll be working 1 half double crochet into each of the chain spaces or stitch spaces from the previous row. Okay, so after you chain 2, you're going to yarn over once like so. Okay, making 1 twist of yarn on your hook. All right, and then you're going to insert your hook into the first chain space right here. Okay, so just insert your hook into the first chain space like so, grab your yarn, pull it through. We've got 3 loops on our hook, right? You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, making 1 half double crochet there. All right, and you're just going to basically repeat this all the way till the end. So you're working 1 half double crochet into each chain space. Okay, so yarn over once, work into the next chain space. So this one is the one that we just worked into, right? So now we'll work into the next stitch space. So this one right here. So we yarn over once, insert your hook into that stitch space, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so that makes another half double crochet there. Okay, so just repeat that. So yarn over once, go into the next stitch space and work 1 half double crochet like that. Okay, so just work like that till the end, and so in row 2 you'll have 6 half double crochets as well. Okay, into the last stitch space also you'll work 1 half double crochet like so. Okay, and when you reach the end, just count and make sure you have 6 half double crochets. So as I mentioned earlier, the chain 2 that we first did, that will act as 1 half double crochet. Okay, so that will be 1, then you have 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we have 6 half double crochets in row 2 as well. Okay, and that basically completes your row 2, and then we can start with row 3. So for row 3 again, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to chain 2. Okay, 1, 2. All right, and then you're going to turn your project again like so. Okay, and these 2 chains that we just made will act as 1 half double crochet as well. Okay, and we are basically going to repeat the same thing we did in row 2. We are going to be doing 1 half double crochet each into each of the stitch spaces. Okay, so you're going to yarn over once like so, insert your hook into the first stitch space. All right, grab your yarn, pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, making 1 half double crochet. Right, you're going to work another half double crochet into the next chain space, so this space right here. So yarn over once, insert your hook into the next stitch space or chain space, grab your yarn, pull through, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so work like that till the end. So you're basically repeating the same thing. You're just working 1 half double crochet into each of the chain spaces or stitch spaces from the previous row. Okay, so in row 3 as well, you'll have 6 half double crochets. Okay, so once you reach your last space, work the same thing, work 1 half double crochet into the last stitch space as well. Okay, and then once you're at the end, just count and make sure you have 6 half double crochets. So again, the first chain 2 will act as 1 half double crochet. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we worked 3 rows of stitches and each row has 6 half double crochet. Okay, so now what we are going to do is a little different. Okay, we are going to be working our project in this direction. So this is how your sweet corn looks like so far, right? So now what you're going to do is just turn your project like so. Okay, so we are just turning it like this. Okay, turn your project like so, and we'll be working into this side stitches from the 3 rows that we made. Okay, and we're going to work stitches here just to make that conical appearance, to make that top part of your sweet corn. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So all I did was just we worked 3 rows of half double crochet stitches, right? And then we're just turning the project like this. Okay, I think in this way the motif looks much nicer. Okay, and then you're just going to work a few stitches onto these stitch spaces here just to get that sort of conical appearance. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to work 1 half double crochet into the first space here. Okay, so that's basically into the same space that we just worked the previous half double crochet. If you see carefully, let me try to zoom in. Okay, this space right here, okay, that we just worked the last half double crochet, you're going to go back there and work another half double crochet. Okay, so you're going to yarn over once like so, insert your hook into that first stitch space on this side, grab your yarn, pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So we just worked another half double crochet there. Okay, and then you'll see the next stitch space is this one right here. Okay, into that space we are going to work 1 double crochet stitch. Okay, so when I say double crochet, this is the US term. In the UK this will be your treble crochet stitch. Okay, so you're just going to yarn over once. Okay, insert your hook into the next stitch space. Okay, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. So we just worked 1 half double crochet into the next stitch space. and then we're going to work 1 half double crochet into the next or the last stitch space here, okay, the third row. So this one here, okay, you're going to work 1 half double crochet. Okay, so yarn over once, insert your hook into that third chain space, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. Okay, so we just worked 1 half double crochet. Okay, and then just to finish off this part, you're just gonna make a slip stitch into the last chain here. So if you remember, this was our foundation chain, okay, and this was the slip knot that we made at the beginning and our first chain here. Okay, so you're just going to make a slip stitch into that chain space. Okay, so into this last space that you can see here, I'm just going to make a slip stitch. So insert my hook into that space, grab my yarn, pull it through and pull it all the way through like that. Okay, and then we are basically done with our sweet corn. Okay, you're just going to chain 1 and grab your scissors and leave a little bit of yarn to sew in the ends and just cut off your yarn like so. Okay, and once you cut your yarn, you're just going to pull through and tighten the nose like that. Okay, and there you have your sweet corn made. Okay, so this is a very simple pattern. I didn't want to make it too complicated. You can make your conical shape a little more, you know, if you want to make it a little more sharp or you want to make it a little longer, you can do that. You can just add an additional row of half double crochet stitches and make it larger if you wanted to, but I think that this is enough for the size that I want. Okay, so I'll just sew in my ends and I'll be back and I'll tell you how to add the leaf part of your sweet corn. Okay, I just wanted to show you, in case you wanted your top part of your sweet corn to be slightly pointed and not as rounded as I just showed you here, as I just showed you earlier. If you want it to be slightly pointed at the top, all you need to do is, once you've done your 3 rows of 6 half double crochet stitches, right, we did our 3 rows of stitches, each row consisting of 6 half double crochets, and then you just turn your project like so, and we'll be working onto this side of our stitches, trying to make the top part of our motif, right? So you're going to start as normal. I mean, as I said earlier, you're going to start with 1 half double crochet into the first stitch space. So that's this space right here. You're going to work 1 half double crochet first. Okay, so just yarn over, insert your hook into that space, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So that's 1 half double crochet into the first stitch space. Okay, and now into the second stitch space, you're going to work 1 double crochet. Okay, so you're going to yarn over once like so, insert your hook into that space, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. So we just did 1 double crochet into the second stitch space. And now what you're going to do for that pointed appearance is you're going to chain 2. Okay, 1, 2, okay, and then you're going to slip stitch back into the top of this double crochet. So we just made a double crochet here, right? So this is the top of the double crochet. So you're just going to skip these 2 chains that we just made and slip stitch into this stitch space here. Okay, I hope you can see. So we just chained 2, and then what you're going to do is insert your hook into the top of that double crochet that we just made. Okay, grab your yarn, pull through, okay, and pull through again. All right, so we just slip stitch into the top of the double crochet. That's it. Okay, and after that, so that will help you get a more conical appearance. And then what you're going to do is the same. You're going to work another 1 half double crochet into the third stitch space. So into the stitch space here, you're going to work 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into that space, grab your yarn, pull through 3 loops on our hook, yarn over all the 3 loops. Okay, so when you see you've got that slightly conical appearance there. So all we did was chain 2 and slip stitch back to the top of the double crochet. Okay, and then you can just continue as I said earlier. You just need to slip stitch into this first chain that we made, okay, on the foundation chain onto this side. You're just going to insert your hook and make a slip stitch there just to connect those two sides, and then chain 1 and cut off. Okay, this was just to show you how to make a more conical appearance if you wanted that tiny bud on top. So here I've got my green colored yarn ready to start the leaf part of my motif. Okay, and here's my sweet corn that I just made. I just sewed in my ends. Okay, and this is the top part of your corn, right? This is the top part. So you're just going to place the top part of your motif to the right side, okay, towards your right. Okay, so that we'll be attaching the new color, the green color, somewhere here, and then work our leaf part or the bottom part of our motif in this direction. Okay, so the top part will be facing your right side like this. Okay, so just place your motif like so. And again, I just want to say that there's no right or wrong way to do this. This is just a suggestion. You know, this is just to help beginners to try this motif as well. So that's why I try to make it as easy and simple as possible. You can make it more fancy by adding more stitches, or you know, adding more chains of stitches and trying to get the shape that you want. This is just, I just want to make this as easy as possible for beginners as well. Okay, so now you're just going to attach your green color to any of the chains here, okay, depending on how you want your leaf to be. So if you want it somewhere just at the bottom, then you can start here, you know, probably the second chain as well. If you want it higher up, then you can probably attach your yarn here. Okay, so it's basically up to you where you want to attach your yarn. I want it somewhere in the middle. Okay, so I'll be attaching my yarn to the third chain. Okay, so from this side, if you're counting your chains, this is 1. Okay, this is the corner one. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so I'll be just joining it here so that it's somewhere in the middle. Okay, again, there's no right or wrong. Okay, it's totally up to you. So I'm just going to insert my hook into that chain space. Okay, grab my yarn, pull it through all the way through. Okay, so that my loose end comes in front like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie a simple knot just to secure this yarn, okay, onto the motif here. And then I'm going to bring my loose end from the back towards this side here, so that when I work my stitches in this direction, this loose end sort of gets into the stitches as well. Okay, and then insert my hook back into that same chain space, grab my yarn, pull through. Okay, and then just make a chain 1. Okay, so I just attached my new color, my green color, onto my motif, and then I just chained 1. Now this chain 1 will act as one single crochet into this space. Okay, so when I say single crochet, this is the US term. In the UK, this will be your double crochet stitch. Okay, so we just worked one chain here. Okay, and then we are ready to work our way all the way around. Okay, so now what you're going to do is work another single crochet into the next chain space. So this is our next chain space here, right? So I'm just going to insert my hook there, grab my yarn, pull through. Now I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through both the loops. So I just worked another single crochet into the next chain space. So I worked one single crochet into the next chain space here. Okay, and now I reached the last stitch space, or the last chain space on this side. Okay, so this is basically the corner space. Okay, so into the corner space, I'm going to be working 2 single crochets. Okay, 2 single crochets into the next stitch space. Okay, so because that's the corner space, so we want it to be a little more nicer at the end. So at the corners, we'll be working 2 single crochets. Okay, so insert your hook into that corner space, grab your yarn, pull through 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. So that's 1 single crochet. So I'm going to work 1 more, insert my hook back into that same space, grab my yarn, pull through 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. So that is 2 single crochets right there at the corner. Okay, now as you can see, I turned my project like so because we'll be working the bottom part of our motif here. Okay, now what you're going to do is work 1 single crochet into the next stitch space. So if you see carefully, this is the next stitch space here. So I'm going to insert my hook there and work 1 single crochet. Okay, like so. And now I almost reached the center of my bottom part. So this is the center part. Okay, so I want that sort of bud appearance here. So what I'm going to do is just chain 5. Okay, so just make a chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so I've just chained 5, and then what I'm going to do is work a slip stitch into the first chain right here. Okay, so this is my 5 chains that I just made. So I'm just going to slip stitch. Okay, so I'm just going to slip stitch into the first chain here. So insert my hook there, grab my yarn, pull through and pull through again. So I chained 5 and slip stitch to the first chain. So that makes a sort of bud appearance here. Okay, that's it, quite simple. And then what I'm going to do is work into my next stitch space. So this one right here. Okay, and work 1 single crochet again. So I'm just going to go to the next space. Okay, and work 1 single crochet. Okay, so that my center part is done for the bottom half, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to repeat the same thing that I did on this side over here. Okay, so now the next stitch space here is the corner gap space, right? So into the next stitch space I'm going to work 2 single crochet just as I did on this side as well. Okay, so insert my hook into the corner space and make 2 single crochet. So 1, go back and make another one. So 2 single crochet, right? And then basically do the same thing that we did here. So into the next space I'm going to work 1 single crochet, right? And into the last one here, just to be in level with where we started, so another single crochet like so. Okay, quite simple. And that's it basically. Okay, and once you're done and you're happy with where you finish your stitches, it's in line with where you started, you're just going to chain 1. Okay, and I've already cut off my yarn here. Okay, so you can leave a little bit to sew in, and then you can just cut off your yarn. Okay, and once you did your chain 1 and cut your yarn, you can just pull through like so, making a nose here, tighten it like that, and just sew in this end. If you've already worked your previous end here, as I said, you know, worked with your stitches, and you can cut off this one, or you can sew it in if you haven't. Okay, and I'll just sew this end as well, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here I've just sewed in my ends and my motif is complete. Okay, and here as you can see, I just work the stitches as I mentioned in the tutorial, and you have this sort of shape. If you want a more conical appearance like this one here, I've made another one here with a little more conical appearance. The only difference I did was in the top section I just added a chain here. Okay, I think I added chain 2 and then worked towards this side and did my stitches the same. Okay, so you can modify this motif the way you want it. Even the leaf, you can add more stitches to make it more bigger, or it's totally up to you. So you can try out different ways that you want it. This is just the most simplest way I could make the motif, and I really wanted beginners to try this as well. So that's why I've done the stitches as I've done it in this tutorial. Okay, and I hope you could follow this tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up if you could make your motifs, and leave your comments and suggestions in the comment box below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day ahead. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can just click the red button below the video and subscribe to my channel and stay updated with all my tutorials as well. Connect with me on my social media. I'll leave all the links in the description box below. So I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.